Hi there guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time. Today I'd like to talk about some records that I've received over the last week. I told you in my last video I've got had a load of pre-orders that were coming in, and I had some Discogs orders that I put out there. They started trickling in. I've had a delivery of, or a good handful, this week, so I'd like to go over them with you. Without further ado, let's go crack on with this. The first one is quite a classic album actually, and that is this is Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells, but this is the 50th anniversary edition. Before I go into the record, I'll just show you the hype sticker. I did keep the hype sticker. The world famous album reaches 50, Tubular Bells, 1973, original mix, half-speed mastered at Abbey Road, plus additional album of rare and sought after tracks, including the never before released Tubular Bells 4 intro. So that's the Dead Wax. This comes in a soft touch jacket. It's a gatefold, obviously. There's the gatefold. There's a nice photograph of the tape box there, and that carries on inside as well. You get a an information card or an information sheet rather, which tells you the history of the recording sessions, and the other side of that has got an image of the outside of the actual tape box for Tubular Bells. So this has got obviously two records. It's a double album, so I'll just go over what's on this. So you got record one is the 1973 original mix, cut at half speed at Abbey Road by Miles Shoal. That's side one and side two as per the original, but record two, side one, you got Tubular Bells 4 intro, 2017 demo, Tubular Bells in Indule Jubilee, music for the opening ceremony of the London 2012 Olympic Games. And then side two, you got Tubular X, Tubular Bells, Mike Oldfield and York remix, and Mike Oldfield single, theme from Tubular Bells. Yeah, it's the original record. I'll just show you the records. They are 180 gram. They come in a polylined inner, and obviously it's dead quiet vinyl. Now at the moment I don't have an OG pressing to compare this to, but I am going to be buying one, so watch this space for a future comparison video of Tubular Bells. Okay, I know Michael 45 has had some bad experiences with half-speed mastering from Abbey Road, or as he says, Abbey Road. Abbey Road. So this off the bat sounds good. To be fair, on my system it does sound good. I need to compare it up against an original and make a decision from there, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. So yeah, Tubular Bells, the 50th anniversary, is obviously a digital remaster, cut from digital files, one assumes. It's got pictures of a tape box, but that means nothing. They could have just transferred it, but yeah. Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells at 50, and it does actually feel nice. It's a nice soft touch cover. So yeah, Tubular Bells. Right, let's just put this back in there. What I will say is I tend to use Japanese sleeves on all my records. I've got Japanese sleeves for double albums. This doesn't fit it because it's got a wide spine. I had the same issue with my Honky Chateau Elton John. I had to sort of double up on single sleeves just to fit it in. Right, so the next one is an interesting one. This didn't cost me much at all. I think this cost me about 25 quid. This is an original pressing, and this is ELO's Out of the Blue. This is an original first pressing from 1977. This comes with all of the goodies. This has got the poster in it and the unbuilt space station, which is quite rare to get a copy of this with the space station intact. So let's just show you the records, and these are absolutely immaculate. Really a little bit dusty, but these records are in pristine condition. There's the other one. Sounds really good. I do have a reissue of this. Unfortunately though, it is a picture disc, if I can find it. There it is, yeah. I do have this, which is the picture disc. It was one of the first records I bought when I started recollecting vinyl. I got this from Amazon. It was on a special. It's 13 quid. It was a no-brainer. I bought it, and to be fair, it does sound pretty good. Yeah, but you know, there is a little bit of a crease in the corner of this jacket, and that was due to being packed incorrectly. But there's the intact space station, and you can see the corner there. It's gone right through. That was where it was inside the sleeve, and it's got obviously the original inners. I would say this is in VG to VG plus condition, jacket, inners, space station, etc. Here's the poster. Quite a small poster really. Yeah, but the record itself, or the records, are in near mint condition. So to be fair, I shall probably keep this until I get an upgrade copy just for the jacket. The records are in extremely good nick. There's very little surface noise, if any, and you know, it's let's pull this back in. Get in there. Right, yeah, so Out of the Blue, ELO, classic album. Sounds really good. Even today it still stands up. I think ELO have had a bit of a resurgence the last few years. They've been selling out arenas and stadiums and stuff. Jeff Lynne, fantastic record producer and songwriter, and yeah, I'm really pleased to get that. Yeah, so Out of the Blue. Right, next let's have a slurp of coffee. Oh yeah, lovely. Right, the next record is another foray for myself into Lana Del Rey. As I said to you in previous videos, I'm slowly starting to collect her back catalogue, and this was my last purchase, which arrived this week, and that is Blue Banisters. This came sealed. This is a first pressing from, I think it was a couple of years ago, 2021, sorry. But this is in really good nick. Again, the records, like I say, well, they're brand new. Like it came to me unplayed, obviously. Someone dropping stuff upstairs. But yeah, Let's get this out so you can see. Oh. Really like this album. This is more very melancholic. So yeah, you got the front part, the front cover. And obviously the inner jacket and the card inner sleeves of the lyrics. This is a fantastic record. It's very much in the same vein as Ultraviolence. Not as good as Ultraviolence, I don't think. It's still a damn good record though. Ultraviolence at the moment is still my go-to, and one that I sort of pull out when I want to listen to Lana Del Rey. Get in there. So yeah, Lana Del Rey, Blue Banisters, another one for the Lana Del Rey collection. Yeah, so let's see. Get this back in there. Yeah, so there you go. Blue Banisters, Lana Del Rey. Really good album. Highly recommend it if you're into Lana Del Rey and you haven't got this one. Check it out. Really, really good. Right, next we have got another record which I've been after for a little while. I am so pleased I've got this. It's Scott Walker, Climate of Hunter. This was released in 1983. This was the first record he released when he got signed to Virgin. This was the first record he released after Night Flights from 1978, so he had a bit of a break between the Walker Brothers Night Flights album and this one. And if you've heard the 4 tracks that he wrote for Night Flights, they were very much a precursor for this album. This is much of the same, and it is fantastic. The sound of this is absolutely brilliant. This cost me £14. That was including the shipping. Unbelievable. First pressing, near mint record, VG Plus jacket. Only one problem with it. I shall show you. I'll show you very shortly. Right, so there's the front. There's the back. Comes with a lyric inner. And here's the record, and the reason why possibly it was a little bit cheap. The vinyl itself is in immaculate condition. It sounds fantastic, but the issue is on the flip side. At the pressing plant, they tried to accidentally stuck 2 labels on there, and one of them's severely off centre, as you can see, going into the dead wax. So when you're playing the B-side of this, you have to be on the ball, so you can pick the needle up before it actually goes into that label, you know, because you'll end up ruining your stylus otherwise. But you just have to be on the ball with that and just know about it. I've tried to see if I could peel the label off, but I can't get in there. What I could do is probably get a scalpel blade and just go around that bit there and see if I can pull that bit off. I don't know. I may just leave well alone. But yeah, that's the only issue with it. But other than that, it sounds absolutely fantastic. And if you like Scott Walker, you know, and you've not heard this one, if you're into Scott Walker's later material, his more avant-garde stuff, This is like the bridge between his commercial material and his more avant-garde stuff. This is highly recommended. Really, the vocals on this are off the scale. They really are. And like I say, it's really reasonably priced to get a hold of. £14 I paid for this. That was including the shipping. I think it was about 10 quid plus 4 quid shipping. And worth living with that label, I think. You know, I'm not too fussed about that. Part of the story of the record, isn't it? Right. You'll have to excuse me, I think I've got the lurgy coming on. Yeah. Right, next one. This is a band from the 80s. They were massive in the 80s, went into the 90s, and this was from 86, I'd like to say. Yeah, 86, yeah. And that's Talk Talk, The Colour of Spring. This is a brilliant record. I highly recommend Talk Talk. If all you've heard is Life's What You Make It and the Talk Talk and the other one, forget the name of it now, the early single. If all you've heard are those, the hits if you like, you owe it to yourself to dig a little bit deeper into the deeper cuts by them. This is a fantastic record. It's a who's who of session players on this. You've got Robbie McIntosh is on this. You've got Steve Winwood is on this on Hammond organ. There's some fantastic tracks on this. I've not really stopped listening to this all week. I've had it in my car. I've had it because I stream stuff on backwards and forwards to work. I stream Spotify. I've got it on Spotify. I play it at home on the vinyl, on my record player. I've really not stopped listening to this. Brilliant songs. Brilliant album, well produced. I'm going to buy more Talk Talk. This is my first actual Talk Talk LP that I've ever owned. Even back in the day, before I sold my first record collection in the early 2000s, I never owned a Talk Talk LP. I bought Life's What You Make It, and that was it, the single. But I never bought a Talk Talk album. And to be fair, I've ventured into buying Talk Talk off the back of the Mark Hollis solo album, which I absolutely adore. But yeah, Talk Talk, Colour of Spring, highly recommend it. This is obviously a first pressing. Let's just quickly show you the record. Oh, there you go. You know this is a first pressing because there's the jacket, which is fairly... You know this is a first pressing because the first pressings had a correction sticker applied to the inner sleeve, which is actually a sticker, and it basically says, please note there is an error in the credits on the label of this record. The credits should read produced by Tim Freescreen, not produced and arranged by Tim Freescreen. Very important. So that is, you know, oh. Like I say, brilliant record, and well worth checking out if you've never heard it. So yeah, Talk Talk, Colour of Spring. Right, this next one is a catch-up actually. A few weeks back I did a rant video about Royal Mail. I had ordered the Mark Hollis solo album, and if you saw that rant video, you'll know that it got ruined by the postal system. It had got creased and dinged and this, that and the other. So I was a little bit despondent about that and decided, you know what, I'm going to buy another copy of it because I want the copy to be pristine. So I have got a pristine copy of Mark Hollis's solo album, which means I have two. And I have it in here, the original one that I bought. This is the one with the creased cover. I'm a little bit fussy when it comes to jackets, as you've probably realised. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a very, very little competition for this, a brief competition. What I'll do is I've got to think of a question, and what I'll do is I'll upload it as a short, and we'll take it from there, and whoever wins the competition will get this free of charge. I'll send it to them. You can email me your address details, and you can have a free copy of Mark Hollis's solo album, albeit with a creased cover. This isn't a deal breaker really, but when you're getting something for nothing, you know, the record's in new condition. I've only ever played it once. So yeah, I'll do that later today. I'll do a short, upload it, and one of you will win that Mark Hollis LP. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Do all the usual stuff. It does help the channel grow. Hit the thumbs up. That really does help as well. It helps me reach more people. I shall see you in the next video. I've got a few more unboxings next week. I've actually got an unboxing coming up this week, I think. I'll try and slip another video in during the week. I'm expecting a delivery from the United States, from Phoenix, Arizona. I'll leave it there. You can guess where it's from. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Cheers. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.